Hey, seniors and a few juniors. How's it going? I hope you're having a good day so far. So thanks again to our class captains for this week, especially I think I mentioned to you I'm going to be out on Thursday and Friday for the funeral of my wife's grandmother. So it's not the best of circumstances, but she lived a good life. She was 88, and so it's going to be a celebration of life. But thanks in advance for your well wishes, and that's where we'll be. So for today, like you went over with the objective, we're going to be evaluating the purposes, roles, and limitations of the structures and functions of governments around the world through the country that you or state that you've been assigned. So just to review, I hope we went over this soul food dinner event that's going to be happening on February 24th. So make sure you're getting your ticket for that. You can also scan this code to be able to purchase your ticket. Like we talked about yesterday for part one, and if you were not here yesterday on the 7th, this is slide 12 of the most recent slides that are available on Google Classroom. And like it says on there, we did this together as a class, so you're welcome to be able to grab these notes from slide 12, and specifically for part one, numbers 1, 2, and 3. I will be taking a look at your number 4, which we did work on a little bit yesterday in class, which is basically whether or not you agree with the way that the current U.S. government is set up, why or why not. So kind of reflecting and evaluating numbers 1, 2, and 3 that we went through, not only yesterday, but also when we did the assignments that are linked on each one. So make sure you're doing that first and foremost. Once you do that, like you can see here, guys, we do have part 2, where everybody got assigned a country. If you were not here, please make sure you're checking in with me so you can get that country assigned, or state of Colorado. And then going into that Constitution to be able to take a look at either the intro, the preamble. In the beginning, usually it has like, this is why we're doing this Constitution. And then the structure, you might need to get those outside sources. So like it says over here, it's okay to use a reliable outside source. Please do not use Wikipedia. So there's some other more reliable sources like museums, college sources, .edu, etc., nonprofits that specialize in government that talk about the way that that government is set up. So you might want to search like your name of your country plus structure of government or branches of government, government setup, different things like that. And then you're going to put that, especially for the structure, right here in number 4, and make sure that you're citing those sources as far as giving credit to where you got that. If you're copying and pasting directly, make sure you're using those quotes. And then we can go on as far as the limitations. Remember, on the limitations, it has to do with those 5 limitations that we talked about. Anything from separation of power, consent of the governed, Constitution. So try to find evidence in the Constitution that says that it has those limitations in your government. And then from there, remember that part 3 is required only if you're going to be trying to shoot for exemplary, which is a 95 and above. Otherwise, if you'd like to just focus on quality over quantity, you can just really do a great job on part 2, and that can get you up to an 85%. So make sure that you're using your time wisely, because today, February 8th, is the only time left that we're going to have to be able to work on this. However, if I do see that you guys are working efficiently, then I might mention to my sub on Thursday that you guys can have 10 minutes or so to be able to work on it, and I won't put in zeros until I return back on Friday. So other than that, good job today, guys, and I look forward to seeing what you're able to put together on 1-10, which is the first summative project for this class. All right, guys, have a good one.